What's going on YouTube? This is Brian back with Block Garage. I got a bit of a different video for you guys today. I'm not going to be working on the Datsun project at all today, but I got a bunch of stuff here we're going to open. I thought it'd be fun to do an unboxing video of all this stuff that came in this week. I got some car parts here for the Datsun and for the 280z swap, and I picked up a bunch of stuff at Harbor Freight the other day. Probably start with the tools, just because we'll save the exciting car parts for the end, and I got a couple other little things I want to chat about. Alright, first thing I want to show you is this. It was my birthday the other day, and my wife picked me up this GoPro Hero 11 Black. I haven't had a GoPro in forever. I had one of the original ones years ago, and I've been wanting one. So I'm very happy she picked this up for me. I'm going to try doing some recording with it. I've just been recording with my phone, which is a Samsung Galaxy S21 Plus. It's been working fine, but I wanted some other ways to record, and I'm going to want this when the car's on the road, and I can start driving and get some action shots. This here also is my mom's camera. It's a Canon G15. To be honest, I don't know anything about photography, but I'm going to try this out too at some point and just see how it does. Alright, to go along with the birthday theme, I figured I'd open this next. It's a new creeper. My creeper is in terrible condition. Here, I'll show you it. It's the exact same creeper as that one, but as you can see, I'm missing a wheel, and these wheels are in horrible condition. It still works. I've been fine using it, but I've wanted a new one for a while and just haven't picked one up. These wheels are destroyed from using it outside on pavement. It just eats those wheels up. I know I could replace them. I just been kind of lazy, to be honest, and haven't done it. But I got a new one now, so let's open that box up. There we go, nice brand new creeper. So I definitely appreciate that gift. Also, to go along with the birthday theme, it's not really applicable to the car at all, but I mentioned it at the end of the last video. My mom picked me up these earbuds. They're Samsung Galaxy, I forget what they are. I don't remember. They're Samsung Galaxy earbuds. I've been trying them out the last couple days and they are really nice. So I'll be wearing those in the garage now when I'm making videos, so I can listen to music. So, thanks, Mom. Alright, let's jump into some of the tools now. These are the main reason I ran over to Harbor Freight the other day. They're a pair of metal cutting shears, because I'm going to need to be cutting a lot of sheet metal, obviously. And from what I see, this is going to be way easier than trying to do it by hand or using a die grinder or cut-off disc or something. So, these were like 65 bucks. And I actually saw these exact ones in another guy's video. It's Dusty Mac. So I've been watching him lately. He's been doing a 240Z resto for the last year-ish. And I just discovered him the other day, well, a couple weeks ago at this point. I saw he was using these and they worked well, and for the price and how often I'll probably be using them, I figured it would be a good pickup. So I grabbed these. Let's check them out. So they are corded, not cordless. I'd much rather have battery operated, but I didn't want to spend the money for a Milwaukee set at this point. I really don't think I'll be using them all that often after I finish this project. So these I think will work for me for now. They seem to be good quality. I've never used Bauer tools before. That must be, I'm assuming that these are just like the store brand for Harbor Freight. It's nice and heavy. We'll get to try it out soon though, because I got some parts down here that this will be needed for. Alright, some hand tools I picked up also at Harbor Freight. While I was at, I spent like an hour walking around the store just looking. Harbor Freight's not someplace I get to very often. It's over an hour away, so I took my time and walked around, and there was a lot of stuff I want to get, to be honest. It's cheap, so it's stuff that if I only use it once or twice, it's perfect. But I picked up some more C-clamps, so now we got 3 instead of just that one I had previously. I picked up some vice grips, because I'm going to need this stuff for doing all the sheet metal repair. I got these ones too. We'll open this box up. There's some other vice grips for doing sheet metal work. I picked up a new set of drill bits because I break them all the time. Now that you'll see soon. I picked up something so that I can sharpen my drill bits when they get dull. So you'll see that in a little bit. I picked up a respirator just because, there's a lot of fumes doing this stuff and I really should probably have it. this wasn't from Harbor Freight, but I picked up a puller so I can get the crank pulley off of the 2JZ, because I want to take that apart and clean it all up before we actually finally fully put it in the car. And a clutch alignment tool for something you'll be seeing soon. One of the guys that works with my dad, he's been watching the videos, and I guess he used to build race cars, so he's got a lot of experience with this stuff, and he gave me these to use. They are crimpers, I guess. I don't know what you'd call them, but they're for sheet metal. You put them on, I don't have a piece of sheet metal right here, but let's say this was sheet metal. You stick them on the edge here and crimp it down, and it puts a lip on it. So when you got two pieces of sheet metal butting up to each other and you want to weld them together instead of butt welding them, that would give you a lip so you can overlap them and they're still at the same height. So it puts a little lip on the edge of the sheet metal. So, and then you can do plug welds. So I'm gonna try those out at some point. All right, I also picked up, this was the big purchase I got at Harbor Freight. So it's a bench grinder with a grinding disc on one side and a belt sander on the other. I thought this might be useful for all the metal work I'm doing. Instead of having to clamp everything to the table or the vise and use my hand grinder, I think this will help me out a lot, especially the belt sander here. I picked up a couple extra belts to go with it. I'm going to pop this open and we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, this Bauer stuff isn't bad. It's nice and heavy, you know. It doesn't feel cheap. Everything's metal. You know, you'd think with cheap tools all this stuff would be plastic and everything, but it feels nice and strong. Like I said, it comes with a belt sander on that, so that'll help with shaping my metal and stuff instead of being so aggressive with a grinding disc. All right, now I got some more exciting stuff for you. We got car parts. So let's check this first thing out. All right, I picked this up the other day from local junkyard. This is a CD009 transmission out of I believe this was an 06 Datsun 280z. Everything I see these are very nice transmissions. Obviously, there's people that have differing opinions, but for what I see, they're nice and strong. They hold plenty of power. You know, definitely enough for what I'm doing. This is just gonna be a street car. So I don't need anything crazy. It was kind of either between this or a T56. I decided to go with this because, for a couple reasons. One is it keeps it Nissan, which is not that important to me, but you know, I just thought it's kind of more applicable to my build. Another thing is I've done an LS1 swap and I used a T56 for that, so I kind of wanted to go something different, you know, just to try it out. And I got this one I think for a good deal. So I picked this up. I don't remember how many miles on it, but it's nice and clean. It seems to be low miles. I don't remember what he told me because it was, I don't know, a few weeks ago at this point that I talked to him. But it was definitely under 100,000. But I got this for $1,300. $1,300 for this transmission. From what I'm seeing, you know, these are getting more and more rare. So it seems like $1,300 is a good deal at this point. You cannot buy these new anymore. I checked with all the local Nissan dealers, and they all said the same thing, that these are not available anymore new. So that must be something new within the last couple of years, because when I was searching around online, everybody said, you know, I'll just go buy a new one from Nissan, and they're not available now. So this is nice, I believe low mile, good condition, CD09 that I will mate behind that 2JZ. Now obviously, this Nissan transmission is not going to bolt up to a Toyota motor. So the next thing I got to show you will fix that. This right here is how we're going to bolt that Nissan CD09 transmission to my Toyota 2JZ engine. This is a bell housing, it's an adapter kit for that CD09, and basically what it does is you cut off the bell housing, bolt this on, it's got the new flywheel and everything, and I got a clutch here to go with it, and then it has the bolt pattern on the bell housing, the new bell housing, to bolt right to a 2JZ. This is by, I'm not sure if they pronounce it Fish or Fisk. It's F-I-S-C-H. They're a Canadian company. Everything I see, these are very high quality. I spent a good amount of money on this, but I wanted to buy the right thing now instead of trying to cheap out and having to deal with all the issues later and then potentially end up swapping anyway. So, you know, they say buy once, cry once. I'd much rather spend the money now on good quality parts than have to deal with all the issues later, especially from a reliability standpoint. I don't want to deal with all clutch disengagement issues and shifting issues, you know, and having my wife drive the car, or eventually my son and my daughter, because they're getting up there in age. They're going to be driving in a few years. I wanted to just buy this once and be done. So let's pop this open. I'm very excited for this one though. Comes with a nice set of instructions to use. It's definitely well packaged in here. Oh, this is very nice. Look at all the machining on there. It's very thick. Feels nice and strong. Very impressed. Fish Racing Tech. Comes with a transmission mount, polyurethane, it's energy suspension. Another box here. Got some stickers. Always like stickers. I'll throw those on my toolbox with all my other ones. Yeah, you can see I got a ton on my toolbox, so I'll throw those on there. Add them to the collection. Got my ARP bolts to bolt that new bell housing to the transmission case. Couple spacers, more hardware, and some more bolts. These, I watched the video for this already, but these are for, well, one, we got the new pilot bushing here, but these two pieces here are to help you cut that bell housing and the input shaft to the correct size. New input shaft seal, genuine Nissan OEM. Installation instructions. Some more hardware. And a Tilton sticker. Another Nissan OEM part. This is the front cover seal, because that's where this new bell housing bolts. I'm assuming this must be the flywheel. So yeah, this is a nice, another machine piece. This is obviously a one-off, well, not a one-off, but it's specific to this application. Obviously, we need the bolt pattern inside here to bolt to the crank on the 280z. And then since this is a CDO9 transmission out of a 350Z, you use a clutch, pressure plate and clutch disc out of a 350Z. So my bolt pattern and spacing out on the face would be for the 350Z clutch. So this isn't a part you can just go pick up anywhere. To go along with that adapter, we obviously need a clutch, so that's what we got here. It's a McLeod clutch. Fisk offers a package deal. You order this and they pick out or recommend clutches and sell them themselves. This is the cheaper of their options. I don't remember what they said, like 800 horsepower or something like that, 600. Honestly, I can't remember. I'll look it up, but this is the more streetable version of their clutch, more of a budget clutch. It should be strong enough for what I'm doing. Packaging on this is nice. We got some more stickers. I always like stickers. Nice instructions to go with it. I'm not going to touch it, but there's our clutch disc. Oh, well, should have assumed that, but came with a clutch alignment tool, so I didn't need to buy that one. I got from AutoZone. Got it from AutoZone. It was like $2, so not a big deal. Comes with a new pilot bushing, which we won't be using. a new throat bearing, which we won't be using that either because it's a totally different release bearing style. The CD09 comes with an external slave cylinder, and this Fisk Racing adapter uses a internal hydraulic slave cylinder. So this will not be used, but it comes with it. And then we got the pressure plate here. Looks good quality to me. I've never used a McLeod clutch, but everything I found online says they're, good quality. So we'll hopefully have good luck with it. All right, I believe we're down to the last thing, and it's something that's going to be very applicable to us very soon. So right here, I got a big box from Classic Fab. So this stuff came all the way from Colombia, and honestly, the shipping was very fast. It took longer for FedEx to actually deliver it once it was in their warehouse than it took to get from Colombia to Maine. And it even had to sit in Florida for like a day for customs to go through it. So we got this nice big box here, and I'm gonna pop everything up on the bench and show you what we got. First thing we get is a t-shirt, and they sent this complimentary. I didn't pay for this. So that's the company name. This is from what I see online is these are the best quality panels you can buy for a Datsun. There's other companies that sell them. These, from what everybody says, are essentially perfect reproduction pieces of the Datsun panels. So that's going to make my work repairing this rust way easier and way quicker, and end up with a better quality product. So anyways, back to this. It's Classic Fab Vintage JDM. That's the back of it. So it's got their logo, a couple cars on there. Looks like we got must be a 240Z. Yeah, 240Z down at the bottom. So yeah, there's the website, kfvintagejdm.com. All right, first panel we got is one of the floor pans. And we got the lower dog legs, both sides. So this is this right here would be the rear of the rocker panel, and then goes up in front of the rear tire. I got both sides. These are the lowers for the rear quarter panel, both sides. So this is the other side of the rear wheel arch opening. So right here would be your rear wheel. I'll say that these are very, very nice. I understand why people like them. They're very thick metal, way thicker than the OEM Datsun sheet metal. And this is the outer hood hinge panel, left side. I'll show you where that goes. It's not this side, it's the other side, but it goes right here. So you can see over there, hopefully, that there's rust there. So this will go right over here. Where does it go? Must go just like that. So that's the outer hood hinge panel. This is the rear hatch slam. So at the back of the car where the hatch comes down, your latch is right here. It's a very common place for them to rust out, and mine is rusted out. So this is a replacement panel for that. And here we got the other floor pan. Alright, these pieces here that I just pulled out, these are the seat mounts. So we got one for each side, front and rear, front and rear. So these here were not even available for sale when I bought them. I had seen on Instagram that they were making them and they were going to be coming out soon, but they weren't on the website. So I emailed them and asked them, when they'd be coming out. I was ready to order, hoping to get everything all at once. And they responded, said, yeah, we got them, just haven't put them on the website yet because we don't have enough made. but I'll send you some anyway. I don't know if they're on the website yet. It's a couple weeks ago that I ordered these, but if anybody needs them and they don't show them on the website, you can potentially get them from them early. Big thanks to Classic Fab for sending me those early. Well, there we go. That's all the parts we got for this week. Hopefully you guys had fun watching me open this stuff. I always love getting new parts. Now we can get started working on all this rust. We've got the car braced, got all of our panels. We're going to start jumping on the rust repair next, getting the floor cut out and getting these nice Classic Fab panels welded in. Throw a comment down below. Let me know what you're most excited about what I ordered here. To me, it's the transmission and the bell housing adapter, so I can, get started on that, get the 280z in. Also, I'd like to know what you guys are working on yourselves. Let me know if you got a project car yourself. Some things about it. If you got a YouTube channel or Instagram, throw it down below. I'll check it out. Or if you don't have a project car and there's just something you've always wanted, a dream project, let me know. But that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Come back for the next one. Hey, if you made it to the end of the video, I got something for you. I mentioned it was my birthday the other day. I want you to put in the comments below what you think my age is now. Obviously, people that know me in real life, not applicable to you. But those of you that don't and are watching the video and made it to the end, if you guess right and you're the first person who gets it right, I'll send you something in the mail. And it's going to be Datsun related. So put your guess below and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.